So disclaimer here to open up this episode. I had a little bit of audio trouble at the start of this, so I'm having to re-record some of this audio, so it may seem a little bit disjointed, and of course the on-screen, when I'm looking at stats here, as we switch to the to our stats first, you'll notice it didn't exactly flow and it has to jump cut and all that shit, but that's just for the first part of the episode. Anyway, looking at our player stats here as we get ready for the rematch against the San Jose Sharks here in the second round. I wasn't looking forward to it at the end of last episode, and I'm still not looking forward to it now. Now, in looking at our team at the moment, Danton Heino's been an absolute beast, and really everybody contributed in that first round. The two most disappointing players, Joensuu and Stamkos. So that'll be very telling if Stamkos can turn it on here for this second round. Also very telling that we were able to get by Calgary without really needing Stamkos. And quickly here too, as we look at the stats for Nyquist and Demko, I will say this, despite what I said at the towards the end of last episode before the 7th game where I said Demko would retake the net, it's going to be Torsten Nyquist. And honestly, I should have put up a poll, but I didn't. I was just too ecstatic over winning. But I should have put up a poll asking you guys who we should go with. But my mind is made up for this episode, and it will be Nyquist in goal. A .942 save percentage and a shutout in Game 7 is simply too good to deny. Looking at San Jose, though, they don't exactly have a goalie controversy right now. Martin Jones, 4 games, a .949 save percentage, only 6 goals let up in those 4 games. Compare that to Thatcher Demko, who let up 16 goals in 5 games. So yeah, needless to say, the Sharks are pretty well set as far as goaltender defense. It's looking good for them. A bunch of 86 overalls, combined with Mirko Mueller, who's up to a 91. Their weak link is Troy Nieuwendyk, only an 81 overall. I imagine he is with Danny DeKeyser on that bottom pairing, who is an 85 overall. But as you see, Mirko Mueller has turned into an absolute beast. Taking a look at the centers, and it's Tomas Hertl leading the way, a 90 overall for the Sharks, a point-a-game player in their first round series against the Ducks. They also have Chris Tierney, Logan Couture, and Devin Shore, so not too bad from them, the same center core that we saw last year. Looking over at left wings, they have 82 overall Barclay Goodrow, who was there last year, but again, 3 points in 4 games. Overall is seemingly irrelevant. They still have Marty Myers as well in 82, and Eunice Donskoy in 83. And then looking at the right wings, Goldobin in 87, Ennis and Soshnikov, both 86s, as well as Tyler Toffoli and an 84 overall Jeremy Morin. So as expected, they have a very strong lineup. Pretty much the same team they had last year, just their players are obviously firing on all cylinders to start. But here you get a look at the lineup we are going to roll with here. Defensively, of course, Seth Jones is back, so he is with Tryamkin, McCabe, and Tanev playing well for us. We'll see if that continues. Now, as we get into Game 1, I should say this about Nyquist. He has a short leash here going forward. And either way, if I go with Demko, I'd regret not going with Nyquist. And now I'm going to regret not going with Demko anyway. But moving forward, it is Game 1. We do not have home ice advantage for the first time in a long time. Game 1 in San Jose. Let's do this. First period, and it starts off while Castles gets what I believe is just the 7th goal on Martin Jones in this postseason. 1-0 at the end of 1 second period, and they tie it. It's the 81 overall defenseman, the lowest guy on their team. It is Troy Nieuwendyk with the goal. That sets up this third period. It's been a defensive battle, but Robert Karlsson with a gigantic goal for him. Unbelievable. He's doing well, man. He's doing real well. His 5th point now, despite being a 4th liner. Halfway through the period, a power play for San Jose. We kill it off. Come on now, an insurance goal would be nice. 3.5 minutes to go. Can Nyquist shut the door again? And he can. 3 games, 2 goals against for Torsten Nyquist. We were outshot 36-28. It didn't matter. 35 of 36 shots saved. A good performance for Jones, but the rookie was better. What a Game 1 performance there for Torsten Nyquist, and things are looking good. Obviously, mission accomplished. Anytime you don't have home ice, you want to at least take 1 game from them, and we did just that, handing them their first loss. We're getting right into Game 2 because there's obviously no doubt about the lineup right now. Things are going well. The goaltender's standing strong. Hopefully, it stays that way. Knock on wood. So let's do this. First period of Game 2 in San Jose, and we get off to another good start. It is Steven Stamkos late in the period. He finally shows up. We outshoot them 13-9. Things are looking good. 40 minutes, though, left in this game at least. Second period, and now we can breathe a little bit easier. Danton Heinen and Drake Caggiula, two of our best players throughout the season. Heinen continues to perform at a Conn Smythe level. He won it last year, and my God, he is seemingly determined to make a run for it again. Third period, let's do this. We're up 3-0. Anything can happen. Needless to say, I've seen certain teams blow 3-0 leads. 4-0 leads, not so much. Bo Horvat, 5 minutes and 2 seconds into the third period. And so far, the Sharks have no answer. Jonathan Drouin getting on the board. This fucking team. Cole Castles makes it 6. Why not? That is it for Game 2. Holy shit. What a performance. 2 games, 1 goal against Torsten Nyquist. 2 shutouts now in his last 3 games. 3 points for Drouin. Stamkos with 2 points. And the fucking Sharks, despite that home ice advantage, are down 2-0 in this series to the Vancouver Canucks. And now we head home to fucking play the Sharks. We head home, and we have a hell of an advantage here coming into Game 3. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's get into Game 3 immediately. Let's let the good times roll here. Let's keep this going. I forgot to pause. Things are going well with the exception of them being on the power play. First period of Game 3, and finally the Sharks are able to answer. It's Ryan Murphy beating Nyquist from the point. Still, though, a lot of time left. Second period, and now I'm starting to get a bit concerned. It is Chris Tierney late in the period, making it 2-0 for San Jose. We've seen comebacks before. We've seen it in this postseason. Well, we see it again. Down 2-0, entering the third period. An early goal for either team would certainly set the tempo for the rest of the period, but so far it's not looking good. Bo Horvat, though, changes that. 11:34 left in the period when he scored. Now 5.5 minutes to go. Can we force overtime? Esa Yoensu with the goal. What's going to happen in this final minute? And we do indeed force overtime. This team has no fucking quit in them, man. Unbelievable. Horvat and Yoensu getting it done. What a performance. But now we go to overtime, and all of that could be for naught. I am certainly hesitant to hit the button, but let's do this. It's overtime against the Sharks and Nick Leddy. That's a heartbreaker. Nick Leddy with the goal. 1:52 into overtime. Frickin' Torsten Nyquist finally loses a game. Martin Jones with one hell of a performance, and unfortunately the goals for Horvat and Yoensu only delay what turned out to be the inevitable. We lose Game 3 to the Sharks. We still have a 2-1 series lead here, but certainly I'm not as comfortable as I was about 2 minutes ago. So that's a shame, but if we have a nice bounce back in Game 3, or not in Game 3, but if we have a nice bounce back in Game 4 and can go up 3-1 in this series, things will look good. So let's do this. Game 4, still at home. Really a must win. We cannot afford to have blown this 2-game lead. First period of Game 4, and it's a goal apiece. Danton Heinen and Nikolai Goldobin with the 2 goals. Second period, and we take the lead. It's Laurent Desrochers, the first overall pick. I will point that out every time because goddamn it, I am so glad we got this guy. 2-1 entering the third period. Let's do this. Pretty even in shots, although we're pulling away, and Bo Horvat gets another goal, man. Bo Horvat and Cole Castles are playing out of their goddamn skulls this season. I don't know what's gotten into them. 3-1 with 6 minutes left in the third period. The Vancouver Canucks are this close. Drake Caggiula, an empty netter. 4-1 final. Torsten Nyquist has absolutely stolen the net from a former Conn Smythe winner in Thatcher Demko. DeRocher with a goal, 2 assists for Erik Karlsson, and now we have 3 chances. We are in the exact same situation that the Sharks were in a year ago. Game 5, man. Let's do this. Let's roll. I am fucking just spitting out words as fast as I can. Just to prove to certain people. I know I said last episode would be the last one, but yeah, about that. Anyway, it's Game 5. We're up 3-1. Will history repeat itself, or can we somehow shut down the division title winning Sharks in 5 games? And I know I shouldn't expect us to be the underdog because we were even in points, but we just weren't on a roll heading into the playoffs, man. But let's do this. Let's not get sidetracked. Game 5, first period, and it is scoreless. Okay, good. I don't know. I could have sworn I saw the scoreboard there change in their favor. At least I didn't yet. Second period of Game 5, and there it is. I can predict the future. Jeremy Morin and Tyler Toffoli, a minute 54 apart, puts us in a pretty rough spot, though. Entering the third period, let's go. Do we have another comeback on the cards? Horvat and Joensuu did it last time. We ended up losing in overtime. Can we get it done here, or will the Sharks force a Game 6? It's not looking too good. It would take a magical comeback. Under 5 minutes to go, and the San Jose Sharks are not dead yet. A 2-0, 31 save shutout for Martin Jones. Nyquist did his job, limiting them to 2 goals, but that is very disappointing from our offense after putting up 6 goals in the series, 4 goals in this series. That is a very disappointing performance, but on home ice, Game 6 in Vancouver. If we lose this one, yeah, I'm going to be nervous as hell. But we're not. We're going to win it. We're going to end the series right here. And then we're moving on to the Western Conference Final for the 3rd year in a row, maybe the 4th year in a row. I'm not even sure at this point. First period of Game 6. And we get 2 goals. The top line, Denton Heinen and Steven Stamkos, 2 minutes and 7 seconds apart, beating Martin Jones. Second period, and we add to it, and it's looking good, guys. Drake Caggiula and Jared McCann. The first line in the first period, the second line in the second period. 4-0. Entering the third period, Torsten Nyquist steals the job from Thatcher Demko and is now 10 minutes away from eliminating the San Jose Sharks in 6 games, and he very well may do it with yet another shutout. Are you kidding me? He does it. A 30-save shutout for Nyquist. You know what? I think it's because I was so surprised by Adam Warner being at 88 that Nyquist said, hey, fuck Adam Warner. I got this. And indeed he does. A 30-save shutout. 2 points apiece for Danton Heinen and Drake Caggiula. And for at least the 3rd year in a row, if not more, the Vancouver Canucks are back in the Western Conference Final. 2 shutouts for Nyquist, 3 ever since he came in on relief or in relief of Demko in Game 6 against Calgary. What a run. The question is now, who is it going to be in the Western Conference Finals? And to be honest, I've already forgotten who made it to the semifinal. It could be Chicago. I hope to God it's not Chicago, but watch. It'll be Chicago, and it is not. In the 3rd round, it is the Nashville Predators. Of course, we have some history with the Preds after, 2 years ago now? The first cup win. We came back with all those overtime games. It was unreal. They actually beat Chicago and Dallas in 7 games. So, man, in the West, it is Nashville, Vancouver. In the East, Columbus and Carolina. Columbus dominates the Islanders, and the Hurricanes beat the Bruins in 6. I'm not sure who Carolina has, but obviously the Blue Jackets have the like of Werenski and Ryan Murray on defense. But we can't look ahead because up next, it is the Nashville Predators, a team we made a trade with to take away Chris Tanev, and clearly that didn't injure them too much. But guys, once again, the Western Conference Finals, the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions, are halfway there. 8 wins down, 8 to go. I thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and to continue following this series. And in the next episode, guys, it is our third round matchup. I can't believe I'm saying that. Our third round matchup against the Nashville Predators.